G'day, in this video we're going to be looking at finding x and y intercepts from a table of values and a graph. So first we just need to remember one thing, or two things, our x-intercept and y-intercept. So firstly our x-intercept, this is when y is equal to 0. Okay, so that's what you should be thinking of whenever you hear x-intercept. And with our y-intercept, that's the same, except for it's when x is equal to 0. Okay, so these are the two things that we just need to look out for. So for A here, we look at our table of values. So first we'll find our x-intercept. So this is when y is equal to 0. So it's going to be x is equal to something, and we just need to find this here. So we go to x, or we go to y, and we look when y is equal to 0. That's right here. What's x equal to? 1. Okay, and that's all it is. X is equal to 1 when y is equal to 0. Now for our y-intercept, this is when x is equal to 0. So now we just need to look at when x is equal to 0, which is here, and what's the y value for that? 2. So y is equal to 2. So that's how you do it on a table of values. Now we're going to find this in a graph, and you need to have 2 points, and the intercepts means when it goes through the x or y axes. That's why it's called that. So we just need to find these points on our graph. So here we've got 2 points in our graph that go through the x and y intercept. We've got this up here and this one down here. Now we just need to distinguish which one is which. So our top one up the top here, this one is our y-axis that goes vertically up. So this is our y-intercept, and our x-intercept is down here, where it goes through the x-axis. So for B, all we just need to do is from observation here, we've got our x-intercept. This is our one at the bottom that goes through the horizontal axis. This is when x is equal to -4, and our y-intercept, that's up the top here. Okay, in our vertical axis, this is when y is equal to 6. Okay, so it's a bit easier. I find it a bit easier to read off a graph, but essentially that's all there is to x and y intercepts. Just remember this at the start when you are finding your x and y-intercept. X-intercept, your y is going to equal to 0, and your y-intercept, x is equal to 0. And this is actually the points on the graph. So up here, this one is at 0, 6 on the graph, while this one here is at -4, 0. Okay, so hopefully this helps, and good luck.